Hello everyone, it's Friday, February 2nd, and it's 3:20. You know what that means? Pizza. I just got Little Caesars. I ate a slice driving home. So good. Eating while driving is honestly one of the best things. How are you all? Oh, baby's face while eating it is so cute. I was dog sitting earlier, and she came home early. That was a blessing. And I didn't have to get in there. I didn't get there as earlier. Of course, I set my alarm early. And then after, when I finally check it, because since last time I was dog sitting for Sadie, and then right after that I was dog sitting for a few days for Hester and Laverne, and they must be in the routine of waking up to pee in the middle of the night. So that's what I did tonight. And then it's hard for me to go back to bed. It really is. It makes me not have to pee right away when I wake up, but I would rather have a full night rest with no wake up period. I think I would rather do that. So I left them last night late, which is a relative term. Late. I don't know, it's 9:30. I don't know. Time doesn't exist. And then waking up at 7:30, that's what I was not too happy about it. But there's not that many things that I'm not happy about or excited about. There's really not that many things. But when there is something, God always shows me He always blesses me with good things. I didn't have to get there as early, and I gotta leave early. Randomly surprising. And it wasn't that bad today. I watched Coco for the first time. Have you all seen that movie? I don't have anyone to log in for Disney Plus, so I think that's probably why I accepted the gig, because at this house there's Disney Plus. And that movie is so good. That's definitely one of my top favorites. Hard to pick a favorite, but definitely that was really good. I watched Elemental at that same house a while ago, and that movie's really good too. I'd started part of Avatar 2, I guess. It wasn't called Avatar 2, it was called Avatar Return Home, I don't know. Which was 3 hours, and I'm if I watch 3 hours, maybe it'll go by fast. Not that I want it to go by fast, but I guess I kind of did. But, yeah, I was watching it, and I get the gist. There's a lot of spiritual symbolism in that movie. It was it was really good. All the things that would happen, getting invaded, fighting, family stuff. I don't know, I got the gist. It was pretty. I think it would be prettier in theaters. Thank you, Abby and Colin. Thank you all. And then I guess you all would thank the DoorDash person that accidentally dropped it off at your house. I thank them too. the fridge, when I came home, the fridge is like, was open, so like everything in it's warm, so. Yeah, this is like room temperature at best. Probably more on the warm side. You know, I get pepperoni so I could give baby the pepperonis. I try not to give her too much greasy food after her heart thing. I try not to give too greasy food. So I came home. And then, you know when you're like debating on doing something? That's what I was doing. And then I came home. I'm like, that's what, I don't know. Like, it was like something like stopping me, like more scared. I don't know. I just wanted to go home to see baby. Came home, cleaned up some stuff, and then I'm like looking for the food, and that's why I didn't have milk for cereal. Cereal, top favorite food. If I had to choose, I'd say cereal top. And then fries, if I had to choose. And when I choose cereal, I choose all of them, okay? That's how it is. And that's why I don't even want to think about having to pick a even favorite. Like, one that I would never get tired of and I would enjoy. Actually, this is probably my fave. Lucky Charms. I would never get tired of it. Same with my favorite movie. I wore the sweatshirt earlier. Over this tank top, like, so many layers, like, I kind of felt congested. But, Style Boy for Life. It's Pop Star Never Stop Stopping. I will never get tired of that movie. I think I talked about that. I probably talked about it, like, all the time. So this is the mukbang episode. So I watched a little bit of Avatar. I was like, I got the gist, so I stopped watching it. Did I watch Coco right after? Probably. I was like, this is what's meant to be anyway. And then I watched some Phineas and Ferb. Such a good show. Such a good show. That's like the best show. I really just want to like cover up my face so I can just like look at the screen. That's really what I want to do. What if I put a sticky note over it? Or the whole thing over there is of sticky notes. Baby. Don't worry. I got you. Maybe I'll paint for a video, but that's what I like, painting in different experiences. Like each experience can be different. Like my fave is, if I had to pick a fave, I'm all about favorites today. And I usually say I don't like favorites because I feel bad for the other ones. But I think before that, like, I did have favorites. Like, I shouldn't feel bad for, like, other colors or other things, but, like, I should pick something sometimes. My favorite is not listening to any music and just whatever I'm feeling, let it come out, like, kind of not talking. So I'd be interested to see what it'd be like if I was, like, talking during it. Or I could not talk for a video, too. That could be a whole different experience. This is the mukbang video. I'm on a treadmill. Or walking pad. Can you choose your speed on a walking pad? Because, like, what's the difference? I kind of know the difference. Like, I think there's, like, it's smaller. Bye. Sinbad. I don't know if you hear the chewing, but oh, look at that pimple right on there. Oh, I wanted to ask, does anyone know if this is cancerous? if you want a zoomed up picture of it to clearly diagnose it, or if that helps, DM me. I've had it like basically my whole life. I think it's gotten bigger. Like, I don't think it was that big before. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it is. I had the option to cut it off when I had no surgery, but I'm like, no, let me keep it. Like, because I got my dad's nose and it reminded me of my dad. I don't know if he had the exact same thing. My mom had just started growing one like a few weeks ago, a month ago, and then she got it cut off the other day because it was like cancerous. So, and then she tells me not to worry about it because I've had it my whole life, but I feel like we forget. Like, it was never that, like, I didn't come out of the womb with it that big. So, and no one's ever checked it, I don't think. I remember going to a dermatologist because of acne. No, I think it was for a wart, like a long time ago. I used to have a big wart at like the bottom of my foot, my left foot, and then it went away randomly. I think we did do something to it. I don't know. Kind of repressed memory. I've been trying to think of what's like been repressed because I saw a TikTok about it, how something about repressed memories, like we need to learn from. I really forget how it goes, and me retelling it like doesn't do any justice. I really like that guy though. That's what, unless I add him, like, what's the point of me talking about it? I think his name's Michael. I think it's like Alpha Omega. Let me just say it because I feel bad. If I'm going to mention someone, I should mention them. He just liked my comment. So, it's easy to find. It's right there. Yeah, it's at Omega Patient. Michael. He does good stuff. Oh, he's got a YouTube. I'm probably subscribed to it, I think. You know, being in front of a camera is like completely different from not being in front of a camera. Like, it turns on different part of views. Okay, so when I was watching Hester and Laverne, first of all, house number was 333, which is my like favorite number. Honestly, I'm gonna get a post-it note to cover my face. Too distracting. Okay, now I can't see my face. What was I saying? 333. I got Cherry Garcia ice cream in honor of my dad. It's been 7 years since he passed on Monday. Oh, what I was saying before about like cameras being different. Yeah. Oh, there were cameras all inside the house. And he said I could turn it around. Like, I didn't know until I got there and I read the note. And I could see them. He told me where each one was and that I could turn them around, but I didn't. Like, I just ignored it, like, kind of hoped he wouldn't see. he said there would be like a blue light when they're on. I saw a blue light a few times. But kind of felt like a reality show. Oh, I watched Self-Reliance. That movie was good on Hulu, where like no one believed him that he was on a game. And that's what Coco was nice, because like no one believed him, or everyone was trying to tell him different. I liked those. I could relate. It's nice to like, be able to rely on yourself. You should be able to rely on people around you, but rely on yourself is like maybe most important. Like, do that first. I don't know. In Coco, like, they were trying to he wanted to be a musician, like, he felt like he was a musician, and then everyone hates music in his family, besides his granddad, who he ends up meeting. So these aren't really spoiler alerts. I think it came out in 2017 too, but it all ended up good. Like, trusting your gut and that stuff is really good. And then Nick from New Girl on Self-Reliance movie, Jake Johnson, he's hilarious. No one believed him that he was in the game, and then like he proves the people that doubted him wrong. Oh, I also got bananas to balance out the pizza, you know. I've been craving bananas and fruit. Okay, but yeah, Monday. Today's actually my ex's birthday. I need to pick this mole hair. So happy birthday. And tomorrow is my niece's birthday. She's turning 4 on February 3rd. My oldest niece. I got 6 nieces and nephews now. 4 nieces, 2 nephews. And then February 5th is when my dad died 7 years ago. And that's crazy that it was 7 years ago. Like I say, like, time really doesn't feel like it exists for me. Like, it feels long, but it feels not long. And I don't know, but like, thinking about where I am today, like, when a parent dies, or someone big like that dies, like everything you thought was true is changed or not true. Like, you're just like, everything in your life changes. Everything in my life changed. I love how Sinbad's looking. But I'm really proud of myself, of where I am right now. I'm glad to be where I am. And that's, I've mentioned before, my dad, they're doing a little Tom and Jerry thing. Baby chasing Sinbad. Sinbad's my brother's cat, who I've been watching for a while. Yeah, I'm really proud of where I am right now. I'm going to be having lunch with someone important, and as a spiritually, when he did die, like, it may sound weird. You want to? But I think I immediately felt more connected to God in a way. Like, I was madder, or like, I felt that. I think that maybe that's. Well, when I asked to get baptized when I went to Kennecott, why do I feel like I talked about that last time? Sorry. it's like a Christian camp, summer camp. And after that trip, like, I asked to get baptized because I felt his spirit. I believed more, like, I wanted that next step with him. I wanted to be connected with him. Because I felt connected, but I didn't know. So I was like 9, 10, 11, 12, I don't know. And, baby, don't be greedy. That's one of the sins. So, I think baptism really starts your spiritual, I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to, like, start your spiritual journey in a lot of ways. Like, I've been reading Matthew. I'm in a Matthew Bible study now for 8 or 9 weeks, and Jesus asked to get baptized by John the Baptist, and then, like, for 40 years and 40 nights, something like that, Jesus was going through a hard time, tempted by the devil a lot. Well, he was tempted by the devil after that, asking him to test God. He's like, you're not supposed to test God, whatever. And stuff happened. But I think getting baptized, like, triggered the 40 days and 40 nights, like, your tribulation. And I think, like, tribulation up until, I mean, my dad dying was, like, the next, like, there's a bunch of things in between. But I think the next, like, true test of faith or something was Dad dying. And because that was the biggest shock. I've talked about it before, but I mean, the main thing, like, it was completely out of the blue, and we did not get an answer for it. Like, I still don't know why my dad died. He was in the ocean, all of a sudden he's face down, and like, he was in Costa Rica, like, a different country, like, and the autopsy just said, like, drowning, which is, like, wasn't drowning, like, when you, like, gargle salt water and all that stuff, like, I don't, like, he knows how to swim, so it wasn't that, like, I don't know if they just, that was just an easy solution. I don't know if they did any tests or whatever, but that was pretty much the answer I got. I've heard the story. The story has changed. I thought for a while he went to a hospital. I don't think he ever went to a hospital. Like, I learned that, like, not that long ago. I wasn't with him. My mom was with him and, like, 4 other people. So, I've heard it from, like, one of the friends and my mom. But the friend that I heard that, like, a long time ago, like, right after, like, don't remember much, but that's pretty much what it was. But not getting an answer, like, you can imagine what that does to a person. Like, I always wanted to know why. That's like my favorite question, favorite thing to ask. Partly why this podcast is called Lucy Why Podcast. Why? And I'll never get that reason why. And I think the reason, or, like, what I like to think is, like, to get me to be a deeper relationship with God, a believer, to teach, to heal, to do whatever God's gifts are, sharing with the world. I know my voice is a gift, so that's why I like doing this podcast. I'll talk about that story every day if it helps someone, every day. At least one person. yeah, I mean, after then, like, I'd never, it was not easy. In, ironically, I guess, like, February 2nd, like, being my ex's birthday, I had just started dating him for, like, 4 months, 5 months, I don't know. And he was with me when I found out that my dad died, which, like, will always be part of my story, and I don't think, like, if I wasn't dating him, I don't know if my dad would have died, because I don't know how I would have, like, handled that at all. Because, like, before, that's why I feel kind of bad. Like, I kind of put my dad, like, on a pedestal, and then, like, I feel like my boyfriend at the time, like, I kind of put him, it was, like, my first boyfriend. I kind of put him, like, above a lot of things, almost everything. And, I mean, God was definitely teaching me lessons, but, so then I had to, like, deal, like, I dated him for, like, 3 years after that, like, I don't know, 3.5, 4, I don't know, not 4, but it was for a while after, and then, like, it was not, like, a great, um, I was gonna say it was not a great relationship for my growth, but I think, like, it ultimately was a part of my growth, and I grew a lot in that relationship. But, like, a lot of my confidence came through that. I had to do a lot of new things in that. Like, it was a lot of new things in that relationship that I did because of him. Like, it wasn't all bad. Like, you know how you kind of, like, look back and you only remember, like, the good things? There were a lot of good times. Like, he was, like, my best friend. Um, and my dad had met him, and I really wanted my dad to meet whoever I was going to marry, so I was kind of, like, set on marrying him no matter what he did to me or whatever. And that's not a great way to think. I mean, like, no one should put up with what you don't deserve. We accept the love we think we deserve, from that one movie, Fault in Our Stars. And yeah, so, I mean, when that ultimately ended and it was, like, done. Not just done, but done. Then, like, dealing with my dad after that. Because then I didn't have a man in my life. And that was, she is so cute. That was just more I had to deal with. I learned a lot about how much, like, pedestal-y ish I put this person, these people. And I mean, I ultimately realized, like, now, like, I should have put God before everyone else. Like, no person, like, God was before everyone else, should be before everyone else. Jesus. And that I am loved. God loves me. God forgives me. I have to admit all my sins first, like, to that whole thing, like, to be a believer, to be a Christian, like, you need to admit all your sins and stuff. And that took a while. Like, I was sad for a long time. Sad, mad, confused, lost. putting everyone in the pedestal of where I should have put Jesus or God. Because we all have room for God in our life, like, or Jesus. And, like, you know how people are, like, going out searching for something? Like, that something's, like, God or Jesus. And that comes from within us realizing that. And then you feel whole and brand new, asking for a new heart, all of that. Whole new spirit person. Like, I felt like a brand new person once I, like, finally put God or Jesus, like, first. And, like, when my dad left, I felt like a brand new person. With boyfriend was done, felt like a brand new person. Like, every person I put in that pedestal, like, completely changed me. I changed from that. But if you feel like you're searching or something, that thing is God. It's not a thing, it's everything. So I guess it is a thing, because it's everything. Like, you don't need to search anymore. Recognize that God is real, God is truth, and God is within you if you allow His Spirit to fill you. And you'll feel whole again. Don't need to go searching, because you just ask God for whatever it is. He's that one person. And He's not really He, but you know what I mean. And I think I'm going to end it there. It's 3:53 p.m. and I love you all. I do, and I'm glad we had this talk. I feel a lot better. I'm excited to see where I'll be next week and where you all will be next week. Comment down below. All love all. If you finished it. You don't have to. Don't do anything you don't want to do. Okay. Okay. Love you all. All love all.